one of the first questions I asked after I was diagnosed with alopecia was, do I get my hair back? Or will I get my hair back? Or is it even possible? And what my doctor said is she doesn't know, because alopecia varies from person to person. So there's different types of people and different types of alopecia, but it goes even further than that. Some people will cycle through their alopecia, so they'll have hair and they'll start to lose it and they'll go completely bald, and then like once the cycle ends, like their hair will start to grow back and then they'll have hair again for a little while. And then I know someone, like once it hits a certain length on her, or I guess that's how you could measure time, but after that time period, it gets right here, it all falls out for her again. And then her hair will start to grow back once it all falls out and she's bald for a little bit. So there's people that cycle through it like that and it just keeps going. And then there's people who get alopecia, lose all their hair, and then they change dietary things, or they find out that they had something else and they fix that and get that back on track. And once they get that back on track in their system, their hair starts to come back and then they don't have alopecia ever again. And then there's people who get alopecia and it never comes back. And they're super shiny bald and no hair grows at all. And then I feel like I'm kind of the middle ground, not middle ground, but like I'm more towards that end because I've been shiny bald for a really long time and now I'm getting peach fuzz, but my peach fuzz doesn't grow. This is like 3 months of grow out and it's like that big. So is it real hair? No, I can tell. You can tell the difference when it's like arm hair and then like actual hair coming out of your head. There is a difference. So do I think mine will come back? I don't know. I have like a solid 12 eyelashes that I'm really happy about because man, it is hard to see without eyelashes. But 10 are over here and 2 over here. This eye is struggling a little bit. So can you get it back? Maybe it's possible. Is there a cure for alopecia? No, there is not. There's lots of things that people say can help, and people have gotten their hair back afterwards, but it's not a guaranteed method. Like, you do this and you will get your hair back. So, yeah, who knows? Do I want my hair back? Yeah, that would be cool. I'd have to learn how to take care of it again. I mean, I remember how. I know how to braid hair and do all that stuff. I had hair for 15 years. But if I didn't get my hair back, I wouldn't be sad. I don't have to take care of it, and this looks so nice and clean. So there's that, and people will get alopecia, so if you don't have alopecia now, not to frighten anyone, but the most typical times people get alopecia is when they're really young, so like 2 to 4 is like when they can get it, or when they're older, so 40s. I got it when I was 15, so I'm a little bit an oddball in that setting, but who knows? You could still get it. Is it hereditary? I don't know. There is no history in my family of alopecia. They say I have vitiligo, which is the skin bleaching disease, and I just have like little spots, so you can't really see it. And even in the summer, like my vitiligo will tan, it'll just be like slightly lighter than the rest of me. So people who have vitiligo, a lot of them also have, okay, let me rephrase this. People who have alopecia, a lot of them have vitiligo, but not everyone who has vitiligo has alopecia. So it's like, they've tied that kind of, there's enough of it, enough correlation to where it's not just coincidence, but who knows? So alopecia out there, alopecians, baldies, it is not a curable disease, but don't give up hope because there's lots of things that people try and it works for them. So keep trying, but don't stress because your baldness is fantastic.